I was going on and on in my mind about um about sexual immorality, about fornication, and about a cycle that I was in constantly. And at this time, I had read, listened to podcasts about sex, what it is in the context of marriage, looked at it in the Bible, what it is, what happens when you have it outside the bounds of the covenant of marriage, and the effects of it. But for some reason, I still was stuck. I didn't really feel like I was free, and I wasn't. But when I was going on and on in my mind about it, I remember I was in bed, and I remember having this clear thought. It was a clear voice, and this wasn't me, and I could really just attribute it to the voice of God. And he said, every single time that you allow a man who's not married to you to have access to your body, you're disrespecting yourself. I woke up. I was like, huh? Every single time I allow a man who's not married to me to have access to my body, I am disrespecting myself. Wow. I was disrespecting myself. I have been disrespecting myself. That was like God calling me out, and still it was like being called out and held to account and delivering at the same time. And when he told me that is when, for some reason, like I knew this verse, but I never thought about it before. And it's when he led me to this verse. I'll just read it. 1 Corinthians 6:18. And it says, flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a man commits are outside his body, but he who sins sexually sins against his own body. And with that is a question of do I love myself enough to protect my own body? The other verse continues to say that, like, do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? So that begs the question, do I love myself enough to protect my own body? The question is, do I respect myself enough to, not cross my own boundary, not cross the boundary to have access to my body? No. Do I have respect for myself enough to protect my body? Do I have love for myself to protect my body? Do I love God enough to protect the body that houses his presence? Every single time you allow someone to have access to your body who's not married to you, you're disrespecting yourself. And it begs the question, do you respect yourself? Do I respect myself? Do you love yourself? Do I love myself? And from that time, I decided, you see, my body is to house the Holy Spirit, and I'm going to honor that. I'm not going to allow anyone to have access to my body for that reason. The other reason is the gift that I'm going to give myself. Nobody is going to have access. My body, for once, is my own, and I'm not going to allow someone who's not married to me to have access to it.